Hey, all.
Hello. Hope you guys have been well. Can you hear me?
Hi, everyone. Hey, all.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll get started in a minute here as we get more people in here. Thanks for
Yeah,
joining. I don't know if you guys noticed, we got rugged a little bit already. I think the original space lasted for 2 seconds.
uh-huh.
All good. I think we can go ahead and start with some quick updates and get into SG line streaks. I love the name. We got a few updates. The first one is Stargaze is 90% complete and entering some final testing tomorrow. And stars are also live on Demex. There's a trading competition with $100,000 price pool. On the governance side of things, there is a prop on chain to add message execute contract to ICA messages. More for technical detail, there is a Stargaze Cosmosm developer chat on Telegram that if you're a dev, you can get invited to. So let us know if you're interested. With that said, let's go ahead and get to our featured project for the week. Welcome, SG Lin Straits. Am I saying that right? Line Straits.
Yeah, that's correct. But you can call me as Shabari.
Okay, Shabari. Welcome. Thanks for joining. Can you tell us a little bit about your background and the project you're launching?
Hey, all. I'm Shabarigirisan and I'm from India. And being in the NFT space for more than 1.5 years, I've seen both the rise and fall of NFTs. My journey started with the local Indian marketplace called Vahir's NFT Marketplace, and then slowly it went down. And with the help of my friend, I got to know about Stargaze, and I've launched a couple of projects. And like almost most of my collections are sold out in Stargaze. So yeah, that's about me. And I create an art style called wire illustration line pattern, so which mainly involves only lines. I use wire pattern inspired artworks also. So this entire collection is inspired from the wire pattern art, and I primarily use black and white along with red palette, but for the sake of big wonders, I added colors to it. So yeah, so that's it about me and that's about the project.
How long have you been doing art? How did you originally get started?
I've been doing art for the past 7 years. So I'm an illustrator. So I do like this fan-made posters, fan-made art series and everything. So, and I had my own small custom business, so startup business. So where I used to illustrate people's portraits. So that's how my days went till NFTs, and then it jumped to another way.
So you're a professional illustrator, kind of by trade. Like that's also what you do outside of NFTs.
Yeah, I used to do, but once I entered into NFTs and I got my recent job, IT job, and also I just skipped the part-time stuff as well and hiatus. So that's my main focus is on NFTs.
And can you tell us how you initially got into NFTs? I know you said it was on a now defunct marketplace, but what was the original pull for it? And can you kind of transition that into your into how you came to Stargaze?
So like I said, I used to create artworks for the local NFT marketplace. So it's based on India. It's called Vahir's NFT Marketplace. So we had a good community out there. So once the market got saturated, I shifted to Object and Ethereum. One of my friends from the Web3 community, her name was Adrika. So Adrika suggested me about Stargaze. So, and then I was like, so why can't I give a shout out here? So, because the entire other chains were all crowded with a lot of artists, and with a ratio of artist collector ratio was less than those on chains. So I got to know about Stargaze and its wonderful people, and about the entire Cosmos ecosystem. So that's how I entered into Stargaze because of my friend Adrika. So that's what.
Oh yeah, that was a connection. Yeah, we know Adrika. Yeah, she also came over from Tezos. Great person. I'm glad you guys are connected. Let's talk about your art style a little bit as well. What would you describe the art style as?
My art style, it's entirely of two styles. So one is of Moir pattern style. So Moir pattern's nothing but the old TVs and all. So when the picture tube it goes out, so it gives out a pattern when the waves do this. So it's called a Moir pattern. So I used to make artworks with those styles. And another one is line pattern art. So in which I completely use lines and everything. So I mean, it can be straight lines or curved lines, but it has lines in it. So it will give you a minimal exposure of the artwork only with the lines. So that's how I started creating it. My first line art, it got minted in Ethereum. So it's called, what is its exact name was. So I just didn't take it seriously. But right now, I'm keeping it as my own style because everyone needs a style, right? So we can significantly survive in the space and keep it as a brand. So that's why I'm using that particular style of art. So it's called I use two styles. So once again, it's called void but not. And another one, it's OPA line art. So optical illusion line art.
Can you tell us the process of how you go through making these? How do you start as a sketch on paper, or do you go directly into the software?
So so right now I'm having a drawing tab. So before that, I used to draw as a sketch in paper, and then I import that sketch to Photoshop, and then I would just create the artworks over there. But right now, after buying a drawing tab, so I will directly make a rough sketch with references, and then after the intro of AI into the world, so it became much easier. So I just use 4 to 5 AI images, and along with my imagination, I create a sketch first, and then I will start illustrating the background. So it should be like an empty black or empty white, and over that, I will start creating the lines. And for Big Do Wonders, so which got released in Stargaze, so feature art. So I use specific feature in Adobe Illustrator, so which gives you that beautiful line art. So this is how it went for Big Wonders. So I got inspiration from magazines, and then from some free licensed photos, and then out of my imagination. So right from that, I sketched a basic design, and then I used the lines to elevate it. And also, in order to give a more carpet-like effect, I created a mandala shape. Mandala. So what I did was I created a hexagon out of the images I made. I mean the birds I made, and then I kept it as a borders. And also, I made a silhouette out of those big one. I mean the Moir art, and then I kept it at the four corners. So it gave me another another art style. Like I used like 3 art styles in one image. So which was like more decorative, and yeah. So this is how my art style like came, and then how I incorporated in big photos.
Yeah, we can see a little progression as well, right? Like you said, they start off as black and white. Now these also have some color in them as well. Tell us about why bird. What's your relationship with birds?
So it's just I just love birds. So I mean, I just love how colorful they are. I initially wanted to like create artworks on insects, but unfortunately, most of the bugs. I mean, if you take insects as a whole, it won't have any distinct shapes, and the organ from the aerial view, so everything looks like similar. Not like more similar, but everything has a 6 leg, and it has a like a wings like shape and everything. But birds, so each and every bird has unique color, unique wingspan, and unique beak, unique feet, and everything. So I just love the flow of each and every bird and their underlying design. So that's why I went with birds. Unfortunately, I have a collection of animals in Tezos, so I didn't use like animals out here. So that's why I went with this.
And can you tell us also a little bit about the process of making these? Right, you made one each day for 50 days.
Yeah. So initially, I planned to create like 2 birds per day, but I just created one art per day. So my initial plan was to create 100 birds, but in the meantime, because of my work and everything, I just cut short into 50. And each day I created, I went to office and then I came back and I would sit during the night and create one artwork per day. So this is how it went for the past 1.5 months, 1.5 2 months. Yeah, that's how it went. So along with another, for 10 days, I created another artwork called Mystery of Monoliths. So along with birds, I used to sketch the monoliths also. But the monoliths, it ended up with 10 days. But the birds, so I just created it for 50 days. So it was an unexpected plan and a sudden plan, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I like that strategy of time boxing, creative endeavors, because then you know you're going to have an end and you have a definitive kind of product that's at the conclusion of that period. You've done that before? I take it on other art projects.
Uh,
Like, do you work well under timelines?
no. I haven't created. This was my first project, like the 50 days and 50 adverts. My next aim is to create like how what's his name? I think he created thesis created artworks, right? I forgot his name. The first NFT artwork. So after that, only the entire NFT got into boom. So just like him, I'm just trying to create 65 days artwork for next 1 year, and then we're gonna drop it probably in Stargaze. So that's my next plan.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. You said you're working on art, or you've been working on a piece of art for a year that you plan to drop in the future.
Yeah, exactly after the year.
Okay. Any keys on that? Will that be a larger collection or like an open edition? What are you thinking?
I know that will be a larger collection. Like if it's 65 days means, it's not daily day of drop. So what I meant was, it will be just like how I created 50 artworks for 50 days. So it will be a 65 days artwork for 65 days, and then all the 65 will be dropped in Stargaze. I'm just checking out for the theme and all. So the theme must be similar, right? Just like birds. I'm just checking up on that, and once everything is fixed, you'll start getting that.
Okay, yeah. You haven't figured out what the theme will be yet.
Yeah. Go on.
Okay, great. Let's go ahead and take any questions or comments we have from the community about SG line straights and his moire art style. Please request to speak, and we'll get you guys answered. You can also drop a question or comment in the thread here, and we'll also get you guys answered. Line straight. So, what was the most challenging thing about doing this collection? Was the 50-day limit a challenge, or what?
Oh, actually, it was my time. So like I already said, like my office was like neck to neck, and after coming back, I sat all the night for creating one art. So that was the huge challenge I had. So other than that,
it's really just finding the time to do it. How many hours roughly does each one of these take you to do?
So depending upon the art complexity, so if it's like simple one means, then it took me around getting the reference and getting the sketch looking at 5 to 6 hours. And sometimes if it's because the basic sketch only, it will take you a good time. So when you need to take a reference from multiple sources and you have to combine it together into one whole piece for sketching, so it's much difficult. And that's how it went. And 5 hours max, 5 to 6 hours max.
5 to 6 hours max. Okay, yeah. No, I mean that's a lot of time that went in this collection as well. And it really feels very well detailed, and the style is very unique. I don't think I've seen anything like that before. And how many collections have you done on Stargaze? Which number was this be?
I think I've done. But let me check. Give me a minute.
Well, then, I guess, can you tell us what you learned from doing so many collections? Like, what have you learned over the process?
Sorry. So I have done like more than 8 collections in Stargaze, 8 or 7 collections. It includes open edition also, and a couple of one-on-ones. So in Stargaze, I think the pricing matters, and then you have to wait for the artwork to get sold. So, which is like patience is the key. That's the main thing I have learned from Stargaze, and I literally love how the characters in Cosmos space they literally have the style. when compared to other chains and all. So it's easily reachable to the collectors. So yeah, I mean, more than selling art, so Stargaze and the Cosmos ecosystem, they literally help me how to connect with people and how easily you can access with a good collector who resonates with your art. This is the biggest thing I've learned so far.
Is to connect with the collectors. Can you mentioned the pricing is really important. Can you tell us how you determine the pricing of your collection?
My initial pricing was around 1,500 stars or something. It's because of the work. Because most of the AI artworks and everything, yeah, just generated from Midjourney. I mean, whatever the software is. So even it's selling for 50 price. So I can't go for good price because it's a daily administrator. So that's why I went with 1,500 stars at first. But after getting suggestions from my fellow friends, I call most of the people from the Stargaze community as senseis, masters. So all these senseis suggested me to innovate on the price. So that's why I kept 750 as a white list and 950 stars as public mint sale. So that in the future, so whenever stars increases, so yeah, it can be a win-win situation for both of us. So that's all. And also, I'm planning to create a signed copy of, I mean, the physical print of my artwork. So it will be a signed copy from me. And I mean, the holders. So if the holders wants means they will get a signed copy of my artwork, and then I will deliver it to their house. So anyways, I just
All right. So that's great. So how does that work? So is that's for Beat Wonders? So whoever mints it or whoever owns it can contact you to get a physical.
Yeah.
Is it a print or is it a handmade?
No, it's a print of Big
No.
Wonders.
What's the size of the print?
I think it's 12 cross 18. So I used to do frames for friends and also in that size. Probably 12 cross 18. Or depends upon what the collectors want. Because one of my collectors from Cosmos ecosystem, she bought my artwork uh, from a collection called Cosmic Mythos. So it's a one-on-one collection artwork. So what he did was he had a old TV in his house, so he just displayed that displayed in his TV by keeping this vertically. So that will be also good. But in case of physical arts, so I will create a print, same the print, which will be around 2018, or even if it will be like bigger size, I can go for that, and we'll ship it to the respective places. But like the shipping charges, it's additionally charged because it can't be covered under the artwork cost.
Right. Yeah. So you'll be giving more information about that as the public mint rolls on.
Yeah, so I will create a tweet in the upcoming days. So for next 7 days, it will be featured, right? I will give more clarity in direction. So I'm looking on how shipping and all will be done. Yeah, let's see.
So you mentioned Adrika. Adrika was the one who kind of influenced you to come. Have you talked to other artists about having them launch in Stargaze, and how have those conversations been, if that's been the case?
Can you come up again? Sorry.
Just like Adrika kind of brought you to Stargaze. Have you talked to other artists about them joining Stargaze or launching their projects here?
I've been talking with all my surroundings. I dropped one of my friends' artwork. It's called My Dear Marionette in Stargaze as an open edition. So her name is Taro Farhan. She's from Iran. Unfortunately, she don't have access to Kepler wallet, so that's why she's not creating art right now. So we are just checking on with that. I will ask her to connect with any of the TK people from Stargaze, and then I'm asking another friend from Iran. So that's how it's going. And another guy from Ethereum. So I'm just asking my friends and telling them about Stargaze. But the real problem is most of the people are have stuck with a lot of on-chains from Ethereum and Solana. So they're not coming out of the comfortable zone. Even if the artwork is not getting sold out there, it's difficult to pull them towards a new ecosystem. So they are like on a double standard whether it gets sold or not. So it's difficult to bring them, but yeah, I'm telling everyone about Stargaze.
That's great. Yeah, another kind of update for the week I didn't mention, but last week was that Stargaze did receive a grant from AADAO to onboard artists from other ecosystems for like a larger Geneva project. So that might be a good way to start the conversation back up with them. I'll try and post that up here in a little bit.
That's great, Rohan. So, yeah. So what's this generative art about? So do we have any specific space?
Yeah,
for that?
so the we're looking for collections between 1,500 and 4,000 pieces from an already established creator in a different state. The idea is that they'll bring people to Stargaze, right? And the myth will be in Atom. I'll go ahead and try and post that up in here, the application. But that's kind of the long and short of it. Trying to bring in more creators. There's about $30,000 available for new creators, and if you do refer somebody, there's a referral bonus for that as well.
Oh, that's good.
I want to go and see if there's any questions or comments for SG Line Straits here. Please request to speak. We'll get you guys answered. Also, do the thread. SG Line Straits, do you have any advice for new creators that are looking to launch a collection?
You can consider myself as a new creator itself. But yeah, so I think nowadays people are rushing for a sale, like rather than the quality of the artwork. They're just looking at how to make money. So most of them they aren't even sitting in to create an art. They just generate something from AI and then they post it for some the money. I'm sorry, I'm not feeling well. Sorry. So whatever the price is, they're just selling it as it is. So I think they have to wait for that time. So when the time comes, everything will go on it. Because a couple of my Cosmos collectors, they said your artwork is very much unique compared to all these AI generated artworks. So which are looking same as it is. So that's what. If you have a unique style, you have to wait for some time. So the time will tell you everything. It will get you to the good parts. It will get you towards identified people. So yeah, so they have to wait. Patience is the king. So I've just waited for like 2 years to get into Stargaze. I haven't heard of Stargaze at that time, or else I would have been like the Genesis artist along with everyone. So we have to wait.
And can you tell us how did you find your style? Like, how long did it take for you to find like your vision in creating this specific style?
The initial stage, I had two art styles. So one is called Vexel, and another style is this landing style. I used to experiment with both in Ethereum and in my native marketplace. So in my native marketplace, it had my style had a good reach, and one of my friends, so he just suggested me to go with it. So that's how it started. I started creating art and posted across every Solana, Ethereum marketplaces. Yeah, so it took me 5 to 6 months to finish art. I had a lot of trial and error and everything. And the biggest part is how you create the lines. So how each and every line creates a depth in the artwork. So when you give a mountainous region, so the outline of the mountain must be of a particular stroke, and the inside fill must be of another stroke than that. So it gives you enough depth. So at these points and all, so it took me 5 to 6 months to ship out the trial and error and everything.
Yeah, the style also kind of reminds me a little bit of like music waveforms as well, right? I think the Moire is original. It's kind of like a video engineering type of not style, but kind of visual, right? The Moire comes from like, I think, interlacing like NTSC different lines, right?
Yeah, exactly. Similar to that.
Yeah, very cool. All right, guys, I want to give another chance for any questions or comments for FG Line Straits or Stargaze. Please.
I do want a small update. Sorry for interrupting.
Yeah.
So whitelist, it's going on. Whitelist mint is going on. So there have been 39 whitelisted address. So these guys are, these people are holders of my Eastern Egoliths Open Edition and the Age of Archwaves. So if anyone's down there, in the listeners panel who haven't minted Big Wonders but holders of these artworks, so go and get a chance. And also happy to say that 5 of the artworks got minted in the whitelist. There's still 45 more.
Perfect. Is there anything else you'd like to add that we may not have covered?
And that's it from my side, One. That physical copy part, so I will let you know, I will let everyone know in the upcoming weeks. If anyone loves to get a physical copy, official print means, so everyone can go on for it, be prepared for that. That's the only part. And then if the entire 50 got sold within next week, then I can probably upload for season 2, and also some custom artworks. So if you like any bird, if you want an artwork of similar of this style, so I can create one for you for a specific price. So let's see, it's kind of custom artwork for that can be hanged in your wall, so like that.
Okay. So you're open to commissions as well.
Yeah, of course. If anyone wants a commission, means you can just ping me and just try to reply each and every one of them. I love to speak a lot. I love to chat a lot.
Yeah, no, that's great. Now you're a perfect fit for the community. Well, this is a great conversation. I don't know if we have any other questions from the community, but I'm looking very forward to the collection launching tomorrow, and minting one myself. Thanks for joining SG Line Straits.
Thank you to all. Thank you, Stargaze, and thanks everybody.
Yeah, everyone,
especially Brady, who helped me with the mint and everything. And thank you.
Oh yeah, a special shout out to Brady, Thirty, and Sirkin, who help all of our creators launch on the technical side of things. Yeah, we would not be here without them. So thanks game guys.
And also, Rowan, I want to say something. So anyone from the listeners panel, if you want me to add in the whitelist, so only tomorrow, 1 day is left. So if you are left with the whitelist, and if you want to mint one, means do let me know the chat, even in WhatsApp, even in Telegram or in Twitter. So I will add it to the waitlist. Then it will be easier for you to mint it at 750 stars, and by tomorrow itself, you will get a chance of getting gold modes.
So was that you saying anyone in this chat can request a whitelist spot from you? Was that what you said?
Yeah, that's what I.
So, okay, all right, good. It's a good little alpha and a nice little benefit for people joining the space here. Go ahead and send SG Line Straits a DM here, and he'll add you to the whitelist. All right, guys, this is a great chat. Everyone have a great Fresh Mint Friday tomorrow, and we'll see you guys next week. Thanks, and bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks for the space, Wall. Thank you. Thanks all. Bye.